Hey, I'm gonna do this.
All right, knock it out. You got this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's just me.
We're in a little bit of a different space today. Got a bunch of knives behind me. I don't know if that's really like a weird parallel. So today we're gonna learn how to play If I Die Young by the band Barre, a little throwback. This is one of my favorite songs to go play out at coffee shops, gigs, things like that. I love country music. I think you're gonna love this tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our guitars tuned to standard with the capo here on the 2nd fret, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into a close-up for our 4 chords. All right, starting out with chords, we have a G major to a D major, to an A major, and last but not least, we have a B minor. Ooh, that sounded a little crunchy. That's better. I like that. We don't want crunchy B minors. Actually, if you struggle with the B minor, I do have a separate tutorial that you can go check out. I'll link it down below in the description box, or maybe put a card here. And it shows you both the barred and open versions, so you can pick whichever one that you like best. And that just kind of goes more in depth on that chord if you're struggling with it. So I got you. Now that we got our chords out of the way, if you're ready to move on, we have our chord progressions. It's one progression, but almost 2. So it actually follows the order in which I taught you the chords. So it's gonna start on G major. It's gonna carry on to D major, to A major, and then it ends on B minor. Now there are parts throughout the song where instead of transitioning and ending on that B minor in the progression, it will actually stop and it will hang on to that A major for 2 whole measures. Strumming is something that you can really be creative with and kind of just come up with your own kind of style. So I'll show you a few examples of what I like to use, but feel free to just be creative and have fun with it. So the first pattern here is a muted one. So I'll just go ahead and demo it and then I'll break it down. So we have a mute, mute, down, down, up, mute, mute, down, down, up, mute, mute, down, down, up, mute, mute, down, down, up. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm taking the side of my palm and I am kind of more so anchoring it towards the bridge. It's actually doing just a little bit of like a hopping motion. So just like imagine, I guess, standing on a bridge and just lightly just hopping. Not too high, you don't want to hop too high. You want to stay close to the strings because you want these to be muted. You don't want them to ring out like this. So you want to kind of choke up on it a little bit. You're gonna get that effect. It's gonna sound really cool and give it a really percussive effect. So a really great thing to do is not even worry about the entire strumming pattern, just kind of forget that and just kind of do an isolated exercise to where you're just practicing this muting motion. You can do it even without a chord. You can just add any chord on that you want, just so you can get a feel for that technique. And then when you get that down, you can combine the rest of the pattern together. And then we just have a down, down, up. So you're gonna have mute, mute, down, down, up, mute, mute, down, down, up. This is a pattern that I kind of like using in the beginning parts of the verse. Great segue into that A major that hangs on for a 2nd measure. What I'm actually doing with this A major is I will just basically extend it by adding just 1 more down strum. So we have, so it's the same pattern as before, the mute, mute, down, down, up, and then down. So that first measure is the mute, mute, down, down, up, the 2nd measure, down. So, Lord, make me a rainbow, a shine down on my mother. She knows I'm safe with you when she stands under my colors. All right, so the 2nd pattern that I'm doing as I'm kind of progressing through the verse is just a simple down, 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 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and 1, have just kind of amps it up a little bit. It's very similar to the down, 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 up pattern, but we're just going to add a little bit more in the forefront of that pattern just to kind of build up to that chorus. So we're gonna go. Patterns that I personally love using in the song, but feel free to be creative, come up with your own, or just, you can mix these patterns up wherever you feel like they fit. But this is just a really great guideline foundation for you to kind of start from. But with all that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and run through the entire song for you guys. Feel free to strum along with me, and there's a really, really loud vehicle outside. I'm gonna wait till that is gone and then we'll get started. Okay, I think it's good. If I die young, bury me instead, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, make me a rainbow, shine down on my mother. She knows I'm safe with you when she stands under my colors. Oh. So that is how you play If I Die Young by the band Barre. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any other song suggestions by the band Barre, let a girl know in the comment section down below, because I love their music and I'm totally game for teaching some of their other songs. But I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Today we are throwing it back to some... What was I gonna even say? I am so off my intro game right now. Take 3, action. Come here. Come here, Tink. Wanna say hi? You wanna say, let the dogs out? Who? This little guy, I don't know if any of you guys heard him, but he was barking in the background. Yeah, I know, because you just want to come out and say hi. I just want to say hi. He's so cute, oh my gosh. The sharp knife of short life. Well, that was really creepy. We'll just put that back.